Hello, everybody, and welcome to Japan. This is the B League, and it's the battle between NEOPHOENIX and ALVARK Tokyo. Well, ALVARK Tokyo, one of the top teams in Japan, make no mistake about it, coming into this one after a defeat, but certainly a team that has been in some good form and a lot of veterans. And as you look at the standings, these two teams right there knocking on the door in third place of their respective districts. So coming into this, ALVARK Tokyo 9-5 and NEOPHOENIX at 8-6. And looking at Sanem's recent games, and you can see it's been a tough haul of late for this team, looking to get back to winning ways. ALVARK Tokyo again winning three of their, or rather coming in off the back of that defeat. And really, it's early in the season, but it's never too early to start winning. For ALVARK Tokyo, you get a look at their roster, and without question, Justin Cobbs, Ryan Rossiter, big names in that team. But also, you've got Fujinaga, Hirotaki Yoshi, Shuto Ando, Zach Baranowski, Seba Saiz, somebody you want to keep an eye on. And they're starting five tonight. Also coming out, it'll be Cobbs, it'll be Rossiter, and Tanaka amongst the starting five. As well as Kirk and Osakabe. For NEOPHOENIX, well, it's a team that has 30 Ravena, the Filipino national team guard, who has certainly wowed teams in his time in this B League. And there are the leaders: Kyle Collingsworth, the captain, and of course Mate, the number one, and also coming in wearing number 14, one of the premier shooters in this team as well. So you can expect him to come out and have, well, they're going to be looking for 30 Ravena and Justin Cobbs, our head-to-head matchup tonight. And those are their respective numbers in terms of minutes played, scoring, and assists, as well as their shooting percentages. Very comparable. So Kosuke Kanemaru, I wasn't sure if he was actually going to be in the lineup tonight. But as always in the B League, it's about not just the competitive basketball that we're going to be watching, but also the show. It's one of the reasons why the fans really enjoy coming to these games. The production level is off the charts. So NEOPHOENIX being introduced here to the crowd, 30 Ravena. And again, we will go over their starting five for NEOPHOENIX. You got 30 Ravena, Isaiah Hicks, Ota, Hanzawa, and Sasaki. So here are the players looking up at the crowd, knowing that a big battle awaits as they get ready to go up against a very good, a very competent ALVARK Tokyo team. Coach Adamitis, the coach of ALVARK Tokyo, ready to go again. His big adventure in Asia, of course, well known in Europe, especially when he was coaching Lithuania's national team and led them at the FIBA Basketball World Cup in 2019. So the starting fives for both teams: Hicks, the former national champion at the University of North Carolina, Isaiah Hicks, number 4. And you've also got number 23, Ryoto Hanzawa, 30, Ravena 0, Atsuya Ota, number 8, and also number 24, Ryusei Sasaki. Justin Cobbs coming out for ALVARK Tokyo wearing number 1. And number 75, Taiki Osakabe. Ryan Rossiter, number 22. And Tanaka, number 24. And, of course, Alex Kirk, one of the toughest competitors in the business. And there he is, right on cue. So ALVARK Tokyo and NEOPHOENIX getting ready to get it on here in the B-League. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the B-League action between NEOPHOENIX, the home team, taking on ALVARK Tokyo. And it's, NEOPHOENIX starting right away, winning the opening tip and scoring, and it's Isaiah Hicks getting it right to where he wants it. He's going to be tough to stop if he catches it in that low post. And going to his left hand. He's been a big hit for this team. And it's great to see Hicks get off to a good start if you are a NEOPHOENIX fan. So Hicks actually hails from the state of North Carolina and from Oxford. And so we have a slight delay before he attempts his free throw. 30, Ravena getting the assist on that play. And the foul was on Kirk, trying to defend Isaiah Hicks. So one shot for Hicks. Bends the knees, releases it, and off the front of the rim. Now Cobbs brings it up the floor. Osakabe, Tanaka, over to Rossiter, and back to Cobbs. The exciting Osakabe passes it back out to Tanaka. Shot clock winding down. Cobbs puts it up on the baseline, and it's Isaiah Hicks rebounding it. Now they get it up quickly. Also almost went out of bounds, but it was saved by Ota. Here's Hicks again, and this time with a turnaround fadeaway, and it's no good. Osakabe feeds Kirk down low, and he goes up for the dunk. Now quickly to the other end, a great fast break basketball, and they fall asleep to ALVARK Tokyo. Osakabe at the front of the rim. Kirk able to reach over and keep it alive, get the offensive rebound. That'll be a frustrating sequence for NEOPHOENIX to give that one away. Here's Rossiter, the all-around talent. Also plays for Japan's national team. Turns, gets inside. Boy, he is a tough customer. He can hurt you with his passing. He can hurt you with his dribble. And he can certainly score and rebound. So we're knotted at 4. 3-point attempt. And there's Kirk with another rebound. So ALVARK Tokyo with a chance to go in front. But the ball goes out of bounds. So it hasn't taken long before we see our first substitution of the game. And Adamitis sizing things up. Now we've got he's going to issue a challenge. Didn't agree with that call. So very early in the game, we have a head coaching challenge. And he wants to see who the ball went off of. They have to maybe get a little bit closer angle. Here we go. This should indicate it. Yeah. So the question is, did NEOPHOENIX touch it as it goes out of bounds? Here we go. There must be definitive or else they would not have challenged. It looks like he certainly grazes the ball with his fingertips as it goes past him and out of bounds. Meanwhile, Giddens has checked into the game. The first substitution, number 41 for Sanin here in the Toyohashi City Gymnasium. I would not think that that is the best angle. I'm not even sure this one is. I thought the one from underneath the basket was the better angle. It certainly is not 100% clear, but let's see. So they do rule in favor of ALVARK Tokyo. It felt like there's definitive proof. They took their time. You got to give them credit. So let's see what Giddens does. He's in the game and obviously brings a little bit of size. Now the ball turned over. So after all of that, he gets the turnover, and that's the way it goes. And 30 Ravenna travels as he makes his move into the paint. Well, you'd have to think that 30 Ravenna is contending for one of the spots in the Philippines national team that's going to be one of the host nations for the FIBA Basketball World Cup next year. Of course, Japan will also be hosting the tournament, as well as Indonesia. Osakabe lets it fly. And the rebound, 30 Ravenna, and run. Now the pass down low to Giddens. And Giddens fouled, making a nice impact immediately upon his entry to the game. Good recognition from 30 Ravenna to pass that ball down low. So Alex Kirk a little bit slow-footed getting down, and Giddens takes advantage. So Giddens at the free throw line. But that high arcing shot is no good for Giddens. And off the front of the rim again this time. So another miss. Cobbs into the corner. Tanaka. Now Rossiter Bounce pass to Kirk, and he is swatted but fouled as he goes up. Alex Kirk. A little bit of a slow start for him. Does make the second. So Seba Saiz, the Spain international, comes into the game. Former MVP of the B.LEAGUE finals. And the foul called. So Tanaka with the hand check on 30 Ravena. Tanaka out of the game. Shuto Ando checks in. Ball turns back over to ALVARK Tokyo. Another turnover. 30 Ravena looking up. Traveling the second time on is the call. Now the rebound, Giddens. And long miss. Get it back. And Ravena gets blocked by Rossiter. He saw that coming. And now Justin Cobbs looks for space. And good drive. Cobbs also wanting to foul, but he doesn't get it. Ravena bounce pass to Hicks. And Hicks misses everything. So another foul has been called. And pretty slow scoring start here at the start of the game, 7-4. Coaches shuttling in players left, right, and center. Hosokawa, number 21, has just come into the game for San N. And also coming in for the Phoenix is number 32, Yamauchi. So Yamauchi, Morihisa Yamauchi, point guard. So the captain for this game, for this team. Now the turnover and the quick response. They break, and fresh off the bench, the miss for Hosokawa, but they keep the rebound. Here comes Hicks. Again, Hosokawa from the left corner. And another good rebound for Giddens. And he gets while the getting is good. Giddens, foul has been called. So Giddens, who's at the line, misses his first. Tough start here at the free throw line for the home team. Now the drive and the basket is good. Silky smooth from Osakabe. Pass whip to the corner. Now down low to Giddens. Giddens turns, goes to his left hand. Size, good defense. The backdoor cut was there. He didn't pass it though. Kept it out high, and the foul called, the reach from Hosokawa. So he fouls Shuto Ando. Well, Giddens is going to go out. So experimenting, bringing Otto back in. Now the dump down low to Rossiter, and he is fouled from behind by Hicks. And Sanin looking a little bit out of sync here with under 4 minutes remaining in this first quarter. It was a good pass. The dump from Fujinaga. And Rossiter, all he had to do was to lay it up and in. So Fujinaga collects the assist. And now ALVARK Tokyo looking to extend their lead, which they do. Baranowski from ALVARK Tokyo into the game. Three-pointer, and that will be more like it for Sanim. So that was made by the point guard, Sasaki. And then the quick response, Shuto Ando, great name for a three-point shooter. Shuto now falling down, Sanim, they turn it over and a chance to run for size, but the hands up on defense. Good job getting back and getting the hands up at least to prevent the basket, but frustrating sequence. This is Ota able to prevent Seiss from catching that. But turnovers have been a problem here at the start of the game for Sanin. Oh, the ball off of Fujinaga's hands and almost a turnover. Yamauchi not able to get it before it goes out of bounds. So again, ALVARK Tokyo attack. Alex Kirk back in the game, looking for the basketball down low. Can they get it to the big man? They're going to settle for the Baranowski three. Well, that's what Zach Baranowski does. Baranowski does. He is a good shooter. And at the other end, Hosokawa misses another one, this time from the top of the key. And reaching over and fouling from behind is Ota. Anytime you've got active hands and you're reaching in, even if you don't make contact or commit the foul, you're putting yourself in danger of that referee calling the foul, which they have. So timeout by Coach Ono. Well, it's a worried look, and for good reason, for Coach Ono's teams trailing by 11 points here at home. As Giddens looks on. So, first game for Giddens playing for this team, and it's only just announced it yesterday. So there is an adjustment period for him. That clearly a player they believe that's going to help them this season. Well, Hicks got it going early with that early basket, but hasn't scored since. And I think Ono would like to get him more involved. Here's bringing the basketball up the floor, hands it off. Hicks going up against Seiss. And again, this time off 1 foot and does make it. Well, it wasn't a great possession in terms of passing, but at least they got the bucket. Fujinaga. Shuto Endo gives it back. And another foul. And you can see Ono is very frustrated. And it does seem to be a little bit of a rough game, being tightly called, and some of the, not really the rub of the green, going the way of Sanin. You had the traveling calls on 30 Ravena at the start of the game. You had that call right there. So just those things tend to even out over the course of the game, but that doesn't do anything for Coach Ono right now, because his team is trailing, with Shuto Ando extending the lead back to 12 points. Well, when you struggle, go for the high percentage looks, try to get it down low. Here's Hicks, hands it off. Is he going to stay outside, able to get it? And three-point shot is good. Well, what do I know? If you get the open three, you can take that as well. So Yamauchi nails it. A little bit of a sense of urgency. You can feel it for Sanin as they falling further and further behind, but here they are trying to pick it up on defense. Fujinaga with Yamauchi on his back goes in. Oh boy, that's frustrating. Great play though by Fujinaga. Takes it all the way down before scoring with a shot off the glass. Boy, starting this game cold. Hosokawa missing again. The final 30 seconds of the first quarter. ALVARK Tokyo looking to extend the lead. Fujinaga over to Kirk on the baseline. Into the corner it goes. Baranski and 30 Ravena, and they will attempt to hold it for the last shot. Probably try to make their move with about 7 seconds remaining. Okay, they're going to settle for the three, and 30 Ravena, his attempt rattles out. And that does cap a frustrating quarter for the home team. Whether it's been missing shots, turning the basketball over, committing fouls, they trail it. ALVARK Tokyo on top, 23-12 over Sanin at the end of one. Well, here's a look back at the early play of Alex Kirk. And again, if he catches it down that low post, he is going to be tough to stop. They haven't really had to rely on him too much. So Yante Maton out of the game, not available because he's injured for NEOPHOENIX. Obviously, your leading scorer, your leading player, that's always a blow, and you've got to make adjustments, and it's tough. And you just hope he's going to be able to come back sooner rather than later. Here they are passing it around. Oh, Shuto Ando starting this game on fire. So this time the reach and the foul called on Ryan Rossiter. And that's where you talk about it evening up. And this time the ball turned over, goes back. That's been the big problem. Sanin having a hard time getting anything going. And just the help defense, Rossiter reaching in and forcing the turnover from Hanzawa, or by Hanzawa. Now Baranski. And it really feels like ALVARK Tokyo looking to deliver the knockout punch here in the first half. Oh boy, another three, and that makes it a nightmare scenario now. 29-12. Shuto Ando has come out firing today. Sanin looking to get something going, anything going. Giddens, and his attempt goes in around the rim and stays out. Ball knocked away, so finally the turnover goes to the advantage of Sanin. ALVARK Tokyo coughing it up. 30 Ravena. And another missed opportunity going down the lane. Now Cobbs cuts, puts it up. And the rebound, oh boy, and it goes out of bounds, and Baranski didn't give up on it and forced the turnover from Hanzawa. And it didn't look like he got him. It looked, well, they did call the foul. But they certainly gave possession to Sanin. Thought he came down on top of the ball. Now 2 minutes into the second quarter, and the sense of desperation is there for Sanin, trailing by 17 points. And Zawa for three. Giddens rebound. And the lack of confidence is there offensively. You can just feel it. 30 Ravena with the bounce pass to Giddens. Shot clock winding down. And offensive foul. Wow. So pushing off Giddens with that left arm, called for the foul on Rossiter. And it really just could not be any more frustrating for Sanin right now. They have got to get stops. They got to get it going on this side of the floor more than anything. They've got a lockdown defense and go down and try to get some opportunities. Maybe try to force some turnovers and get some easy opportunities. Rossiter, though, gets in and follows up his miss, and he's fouled on the putback. They are making it look easy right now. Rossiter, the advantage, and again fouled by Ota. So no Kanemaru to the rescue, no Meitan either. They're going to have to figure this out. Sanin, they are down 19 points. ALVARK Tokyo cruising. Timeout. So Rossiter going to the line to complete the three-point play, and he does. So now it is a 20-point lead. They pass it around, 30 Ravena. Shot clock down to 7. Here's Hicks back in, launches it from three-point range. And it's just get the feeling that Sanin really don't know what to do on offense right now. And traveling on size. And he says, "You're close to me. Why didn't you make the call? Why did the other referee make the call?" Oh, yeah, that's a good call. He kind of shuffled his feet as he tried to get his balance. Oh, boy, the ball goes off the hands and leads to another opportunity for Rossiter on the break. And it's 34-12. And right now, the blowout is on. Hicks called for a push from behind on the missed shot, trying to get the rebound. And it's just going from bad to worse right now. And all you can do, if you're in the situation that Sanin find themselves in right now, is you have really got to make a commitment to defense and doing the little things. They're going to try to get you back in this game. You know that eventually the shots are going to fall, you get some opportunities, but you have to take care of business on the defensive end, and you have to stop turning the basketball over, and that's been one of their big problems. Now Sice misses a chance to run for Ravena. Up ahead to Hicks. Sice gets in front of him, and Hicks short. Turns and attempts to score in the lane. Cobbs pulls up and makes it. And the lead just keeps growing, 24 points. NEOPHOENIX have not scored in this quarter, nearly 5 minutes. And the pass batted away by Sice. hustle backs, and Seiss is fouled. So the foul committed by Negoro. And again, the hands up on defense leading to the turnover. Well, Sanin are going to have to figure things out without some key players, Kanemaru and Maton. But at the end of the day, you don't want to try to figure them out against a team like ALVARK Tokyo, because they will take you apart, which is what's happening right now, leading 36-12. But this is a drought offensively of epic proportions. I mean, they've just 12 points, more than 15 minutes into the game. No points have been scored in this second quarter for NEOPHOENIX. So the scoring leaders, roster you can see has 10 points. Shuto Ando has 11 to lead the way for ALVARK Tokyo. So Shuto Ando almost with as many points as NEOPHOENIX have as a team. And Seiss goes to the line. Remember, Seiss just played for Spain in the European qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Helped them punch their ticket for the big event next year. And he makes both. And, of course, he won the European title with Spain as well. So very good chance that we'll see him maybe even in Japan, depending on when, where Spain are drawn. I'm sure Seiss would like to play his group phase games here. Now, another three, finally. The drought of this second quarter is over as Hosokawa makes it. Cobbs goes between the legs. And the handoff, almost a turnover. Osakabe short. And look at that. Seiss, surrounded by red shirts, still gets the rebound. Now he gets another offensive rebound, and this just can't happen. I mean, they are lucky to get away without giving away a bucket there. They've got to do a better job on the boards. NEOPHOENIX can't be out-rebounded like that when you're trailing by this much. And they get it down low on Hicks. Or rather, NEOPHOENIX missed an easy one. And that is brutal. That was Negoro that missed that, and that ends up being a 5-point swing as Tanaka goes to the other end and knocks it down. Wow, that is a painful sequence for NEOPHOENIX. At least they go down and hit the three-pointer to get it right back. So Hosokawa appears to be heating up a little bit. That's his second three-pointer. 41-18. Still got a long way to go in this one. You certainly wouldn't put your money on NEOPHOENIX for winning this, but at least over the course of a long game, if you chip away, give yourselves a chance. You never know what might happen. So Hosokawa burying it. And he's got to be the player that carries them right now, it appears. He's got the confidence. They inserted him into the game, hoping that would happen, and it didn't happen initially. But now he's got the 2 threes, 6 points in 7 minutes and 50 seconds of action. Comes in averaging 7.5 points a game. So maybe they need to look for him, especially with no kind of Maru. They need him to come out and really pour in the points today. Seiss goes out of the game. So good work for him. He's averaging 11.7 points, 9.3 rebounds. He's already got 8 rebounds today, Seiss. And this is a guy coming off the bench. And this just illustrates how good. Okay, so he is actually going to stay in the game. Adamitis, rather, sitting back, probably finding it hard to believe that his team has just been so convincing today. Shouldn't be this easy. Fujinaga back in the game, gets it to Baranski. He's getting minutes for all his players today. Shuto Ando over to Osakabe. Now Seiss. Shot clock winding down to 5. Seba Seiss travels. Second time he's traveled. Good job defensively by Hicks. Ravena, 3-point shot, and not there this time. Hicks battles away, and Seiss wins possession for his team. So Hosokawa open, but not able to knock that one down. Shuto Ando, his pass deflected away, and then the foul called in the backcourt or called on ALVARK Tokyo as 30 Ravena goes down. Oh boy, that might be an unsportsmanlike. It looks like he stuck his right leg out. Here it is right here. Look at this. Oh, that's an unsportsmanlike foul, 100% on Fujinaga. And the question is, why are you committing an unsportsmanlike foul up by this many points? That is unreal. Very poor decision. This will be an unsportsmanlike. There is no question about it. He stuck his leg out clearly. Yeah, absolutely. You really got to wonder what Fujinaga was doing there. So an opportunity for 30 Ravena to get a couple of free throws, and then they can get another basket. I mean, it's okay to apologize, but it's just not basketball right there. It's not a basketball move. It's an even dangerous move. Tripping up a player. So 30 Ravena goes to the line, and as has been the case all day for NEOPHOENIX, just not able to get anything going. So frustrating for the coach, for the fans, the players. And 30 Ravena does make one of two. So he's going to go out. And coming in is Takahashi. So he only plays about 10, just under 11 minutes a game. Takahashi, he replaces 30 Ravena. They need to get some more out of Ravena. There is good play. Well, this works right off the bench, comes in and scores a basket, and it's back to a 20-point deficit. And if you look at the grand scheme of things, if you're San Phoenix over the next couple of minutes, don't allow this lead to grow. And if you can just take anything off of it, try to go to halftime with a little bit of momentum. So they get the stop there. Now, well, they look to get it inside, but they begin an attack from outside. They run the play. Well, it looks like they're going to have to settle. Oh, boy, it's going to be a tough shot, and they don't even get it off. And that is a horrible possession. Osakabe, a little Euro step, and leads to an opportunity here. Oh, and Fujinaga again reaches in. Well, he says he got ball this time, but having watched him trip up the opponent on the previous, yeah, he got the ball, but he also clattered into him. So Fujinaga is going to go out of the game. Third foul. And he has certainly made his mark physically on this San Phoenix team. I'm fairly certain they're happy that he's gone out of the game, although he has also given them some stops, some opportunities. Justin Cobbs comes back in. Here's a three. And, oh boy, the tip. 2 times San M had opportunities to score with the putback. And Hicks just has to be able to put that one down. Player of his quality. And he knows it. Hicks for 3. Good! Well, I'm not sure they were expecting that, but they'll take it, cutting it back to a 17-point deficit. Togahashi commits the foul. Well, that's not a good sequence. When you're over the limit, putting ALVARK Tokyo on the line, a chance to get 2 easy ones. Cobbs makes the first. Cobbs takes his time and only makes 1 of 2, but good job, Hicks. It looked like he wasn't going to get that rebound. So in the end, that foul might have actually been a good foul, limiting the opponent, limiting ALVARK Tokyo to just 1, but they go back up by 18. 10-second differential in the game clock and the shot clock. Here's Hicks. Oh, Hicks. And they call the charge, and that is a good call. He's got to get rid of it. Osakabe did a great job stepping right in front of him, and Hicks has to be aware. And now he's going to air a little bit of frustration. Well, certainly on this evidence, Coach Ono has his work cut out for him to try to get some semblance of good play from his team. You see Kyle Collingsworth over there not playing tonight. So the players not available tonight for this San Phoenix have really complicated their situation. And again, as you look at the foul trouble, Hicks now with 3 fouls. So he is going to have to be very careful in the second half. And you wouldn't be surprised if ALVARK Tokyo went right at him, although up by a substantial number right now. It's probably not a priority to try to get him out of the game. Say besides those, just in terms of his skills on the boards, is just almost unrivaled how he gets after the basketball. So the final seconds ticking off the clock here in the first half. Cobbs goes in and scores with the left hand, and just a really poor showing overall from NEOPHOENIX, especially that last couple of sequences with the Hicks charge. They had a missed layup, the foul that had put Cobbs on the line. You know, they had a little bit of momentum there, an opportunity. They had gotten it down to 17, and they could have even gotten it down to 15 or 14, but as it is, ALVARK Tokyo go back in front 44-24 over NEOPHOENIX at halftime. Well, hopes are high for a good NEOPHOENIX performance today for these home fans, but it has been anything but. Of course, ALVARK Tokyo has a lot to do with that. Things certainly started well enough with Isaiah Hicks going in and scoring 2 of his 7 points in the first half. Alex Kirk, pretty quiet by his standards, but hasn't really been needed today. Kirk, with 4 points, has played almost 10 minutes. But Justin Cobbs has been a real problem, and that's no surprise. He usually is for every team. He's got 7 points, a couple of rebounds, and it was the way he hit his shots and the timing. Fujinaga came in and got the ball to Ryan Rossiter as well. He's had a great start. Also, Baranski coming in off the bench, hitting one of the 5 3-pointers that were made. Yamauchi did stroke that 3-pointer as they tried to stay within touch, NEOPHOENIX, but a epic drought at the start of the second quarter. And then Shuto Ando came in and really complicated things, stroking the basketball from deep, hitting 3-pointer after 3-pointer. He made all 3 of his attempts from 3-point range. And then Rossiter going to work and having his way. He's got 10 points, 3 rebounds. And there's just been no flow offensively for NEOPHOENIX. In the end, in that second quarter, I mean, they went the first 5 minutes without a basket, without a point. But they ended up being outscored 21-12 in that second quarter. They had already fallen behind 23-12 at the end of the first quarter. So just 12 points in each quarter for NEOPHOENIX. Hosokawa did give them a little bit of hope, hitting a couple of 3-pointers. So Hosokawa actually has 6 points, but he's 2 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 6 from deep. Daniel Giddens only recently joining this team. The new player hasn't scored. It's been a tough day for him at the office. So ALVARK Tokyo shooting 50% inside the arc compared to just 26.7% for NEOPHOENIX. 5 of 16 from deep for NEOPHOENIX, 5 of 8. So much higher percentage for ALVARK Tokyo. And of course, the free throw line, look at that. It's even been awful there for NEOPHOENIX. Just 1 of 7, 14.3%. And ALVARK Tokyo, pretty steady, 9 of 12. And you also have issues like turnovers that have plagued NEOPHOENIX. They've turned it over 9 times, and that has led to 15 points for ALVARK Tokyo. Also points in the paint, 20 for the visitors, just 6 for the home team. And again, the matchup that just also illustrates how difficult it has been today. You know, we highlighted 30 Ravena. We know he's got the skills, the talent, the ability, but it hasn't worked. Whereas for Justin Cobbs, he's done what he's needed to do and has scored 7 points. You know, you feel like the big guns for ALVARK Tokyo haven't really had to produce anything special today just because it's been so easy. So, again, Hicks with 7 points, Hosokawa with 6, and scoring 5 points is Sasaki. But for ALVARK Tokyo, the contributions of Ando, of Rossiter, and also Sabasai is continually getting it done with the rebounding. It will take something special, but I think more than anything else, this team just needs to play smarter. They've got to make better decisions, and they've got to be in their offense knowing what they're doing as the shot clock goes down. But without Maton, without Kosuke Kanamura, and Collingsworth, you know, those are 3 important players not playing today. So Here's Sandin trying to get things going at the start of the second half. They come out, they launch the three. They missed the three, so more of the same. Quickly to the other end. Tanaka lays it up and in. Daiki Tanaka, the Japan international, takes it back up to a 22-point lead. Remember, they were able to cut it down to 17, and already a turnover by Ota. And the alley-oop dunk. The lob, the finish from Kirk. And big number 53 takes it back up to a 24-point advantage. NEOPHOENIX, whatever the pep talk was, it hasn't worked so far. They have had a bad start to the second half. Ota comes out, misses the jumper. Here's Hicks with the rebound. And his soft shot goes off the rim as well. And Alex Kirk brings it down. Kirk, one of those guys, he is just such a real competitor, but just doesn't feel like we've had to see it today. It hasn't been called into action because it's been just too easy. Here's Tanaka again for three. And look at Kirk. Ota needs to rebound that basketball. Fortunate NEOPHOENIX that they come up with possession. Osakabe picked, leads to the wide open layup. Great play that time. The high pick and just taking it all the way. Sasaki. Here's Justin Cobbs, whips it down low, and Tanaka misses. Another break, and the quick response by Sasaki, and he is fouled by Osakabe. Yeah, they've called the unsportsmanlike. Well, that's why he was saying, no, don't call it, but you got to play the ball. And he put his left hand all over him. I think usually where there's smoke, there's fire in these things. And his first move was to put his hand, his left hand, on the waist, or rather the back. And then he reached in. So I think they're going to call this an unsportsmanlike, but we will see. No, they haven't called it. Okay, so they have called it. I missed the sign there. Yeah, it looked pretty clear to me that it was an unsportsmanlike. So Sasaki, nice little start to the second half for him. And makes the free throw. And this can be a huge, this is the door, this is the window of opportunity, rather, for this San team. You get the two free throws, so you can get 2 points there. Then you get possession. You can hit a two, maybe a three, and all of a sudden, it's a 17-point game or an 18-point game, and you've got a little momentum. They've got to take advantage of this. Hicks, who has the three fouls, dumps it off, and good play from NEOPHOENIX. Ota doing the damage with the reverse layup. Good play, and it's back to an 18-point deficit. Now let's see if they can sustain it. NEOPHOENIX trying to rise from the ashes. Here we go, and it's Cobbs for three, or for long two, rebound. 30 Ravenna. Sizes, oh, nice pass. Look at that. And Ota runs the floor well for the big fella. And all of a sudden, it's a 16-point deficit, forcing a timeout. And NEOPHOENIX appear to have an idea about how they want to do things here, because they looked absolutely lost in the first half. 30 Ravenna making the right decisions on the break and rebounding and running as he likes to do. Nice no-look pass, and for the second consecutive possession, Ota with the finish. And you know, there's Filipino fans watching from Manila and everywhere else in that great basketball country, tuning in to watch 30 Ravena go to work. And that's where he's really good, making decisions in the open floor like that. And Ota, quite simply, was anonymous in the first half, but he has to be a factor in this game, because if Hicks goes out and he goes out, they're going to go to Giddens, who's a very solid player, but he's new, so he hasn't really had time to adapt to what this team is doing. And I think Ono realizes that. So the more that you can get from Oda and Hicks, the better at this stage. And also 30 Ravanda, let's see if he all of a sudden is able to turn it on, because it looks like he's starting to wake up. Sasaki's playing better. Very important part of the game. This is a time for San and Phoenix. They've got to keep the momentum going. They've got to play good defense here. And that's exactly why Adamitis called the timeout. He could see the game changing a little bit. He wants to nip it in the bud. Here's Cobbs over to Tanaka. Shot clock down to 5. Tanaka, bounce pass, size, and the reach right late in the shot clock, and they call it on Sasaki. So Sasaki with the reach. Let's have a look. Boy, that is calling it very tight. Look at this. He reaches around, and I just don't get that. I mean, yeah, he's, like I said earlier, when you're reaching, you're putting yourself in danger of getting the foul. But maybe a tough call on him. Now they got to play defense again. They put the shot clock back to 14. Now down to 10. Cobbs left wide open. That's not going to get it done. Not going to get it done for San and Phoenix, and Cobbs only too happy to take that shot. Three-pointer. Well, if it was imperative to get a stop last time, it's even more so this time. Oh, goodness me. Are you kidding me? What a shot that was from Tanaka. That's like a shot making it out on the playground or in his backyard, driving right, feeling the contact and getting it up. And look at the placement of the ball on the glass above the square, the right edge, and scoring a chance for a three-point play. And just a huge sequence as ALVARK Tokyo go back up by 21 points. Well, nobody thought it was going to be easy for San and NEOPHOENIX coming into the season after they lost 95 games and had just 22 wins in the previous 2 seasons. But with Atsushi Ono, the coach, because he coached Chiba Jets to glory, a couple of B.LEAGUE championship runner-up finishes and that 1 title in 6 seasons, they feel like they've got the right man in charge. And they've had a good start to the season, but now they're facing some adversity without some players, and they've just got to get to grips with it. And of course, with the Chiba Jets team that he coached, he had size on that team, So he knows him well. Here is Ota, and that is a break perhaps because Sais was in pretty good position there. He just turns around. Okay, you got the contact there. Oh, yeah. Well, he kind of swiped down on the basketball, so that was an easy call for the referee. And Ota making the shot. Ota making it. Well, one of the things that Ono talked about was changing the culture of this team, creating some passion, and he wants to see that passion right now. And it's not easy against a team like ALVARK Tokyo. Here's Rossiter. They dump it to Scythe and just scores. Just good patience from ALVARK Tokyo as they go back up by 22 points. Three-pointer, and the long rebound out to Hicks. So a break, NEOPHOENIX, and now the ball knocked away from Hicks. So they catch a break as the ball goes out of bounds. Good help defense. Hicks didn't look like, didn't realize he was being double teamed, or that the help defense had come. Osakabe trying to make sure he's okay. So Fujinaga back in the game. There's Osakabe, number 75. 30 Ravena. Back to the basket. Oh boy, 30 Ravena and Osakabe very active. Eight on the shot clock. Hicks. Looks like he's made up his mind. He's going to shoot it. That was just an awful play from Isaiah Hicks. I mean, there was still plenty of time to get something better than that. So good block, in fact. Hands up. Yamauchi comes back into the game, number 32. He had that one three-pointer. 30 Ravena goes out. 22 points, the lead for ALVARK Tokyo. Here's Tanaka. Well, he's just having a field day today. Silky, smooth move, taking it back to 24 points, the advantage. Hicks, beautiful bounce pass. Much better from Hicks. Great cut to the basket from Sasaki. Size backs his way down. Hicks rebounds and runs. He needs to give it to his guard. And he is fouled by Daiki Tanaka. Well, Tanaka is going to go out. He's scored 10 points. And this is not good news for Sanin as Shuto Ando comes back into the game. He was on target, making all three of his attempts from three-point range in the first half. And now the reach and the foul called on Osakabe. So Giddens also comes back into the game. You can see that Giddens has the ability to help this team. Maybe if he gets a shot or two to drop, it'll get him, put him on the right path. But where he's really got to knuckle down is on defense and on the boards. Here he is. Gets it to Hicks, who's kind of nudged out by Rossiter. Rossiter defensively just doing a great job. So Rossiter now going to come out of the game, so that'll be a welcome sight for NEOPHOENIX. But that means the reintroduction of Alex Kirk. So a little bit more bulk and size. And Yamauchi tried to lob it down low to Giddens. It went off the rim. Three-pointer for Ando, and Size comes in and is fouled by Hicks. That's number 4. Well, Giddens is going to have to get it done. Ota back in the game, and Hicks goes to the bench with 4 fouls. 7 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. And Kirk, well, and that's why when you see the likes of Rossiter go out and Kirk come in for him, it's not really a great development because he just brings a different element to the team. Probably more scoring down low, not as much open play from him. There's the pass to Giddens. Turn around. Well, maybe that'll get Giddens going. Yamauchi guarding Fujinaga. An offensive foul called on Fujinaga. Well, brave shot from Giddens. You can see that's a shot that he has practiced a lot. Yamauchi down low to Giddens. Turns, and this time does not score. Spurned the use of the backboard. Oh, the lob. Oh, look at that. What a play, and the flush from the big fella, Kirk. He is so good, Alex Kirk. Giddens hands it off. And Zakawa right at the line. That was Sasaki, excuse me, made that shot. Now pass. Here's Kirk again out to the perimeter. And Kirk, oh, that just can't happen if you're standing in. What a play from Alex Kirk. I mean, it's like in a way, taking candy away from a baby. I mean, he just made it look that easy. Watch him get this rebound. He was out of position, but alert and not giving up on the basketball, and a little bit of ball watching perhaps Sanin were guilty of. Yeah, that was Hoshikawa that made that jump shot. I thought it was initially. 25 points, now 26 the lead. ALVARK Tokyo stretching their lead here late in the third quarter. Rossiter back in the game.
アルバルク22番ラインの下個人ファウル2つ目チームファウルについたセーブスでフリースローが与えます。
Well, you definitely got to be strong with the basketball. I don't know if Rossiter's complaining about the positioning. That Giddens was the way he was getting his position, because it was a clear reach from him to get the foul. So high arcing shot, and Giddens does indeed make it. Well, the signs are there that he can really help them. And again, I think there's just a period of adaptation, but every game's so important. You hope that he adapts quicker than normal. Cobbs suggesting he was fouled, but it looked like it was pretty good defense to me. Here's Ando with the penetration, and Kirk went up for the dunk. He was fouled by Giddens. This is when you know a player is just supremely confident in what he's doing. He tries to dunk that, and Giddens was like, "You are not putting me on a poster." So Kirk goes up and tells him, "I appreciate the competitiveness coming out in you. Good job." Now here's Kirk at the free throw line. He's so effective in his minutes, Alex Kirk, that you'd have to say right now he's probably the most dominant player out there for this team. He's got 14 points. Now make it 15. Also 8 rebounds. And he's played 15 minutes. I mean, he's been an absolute superstar in this game. And it looks like he hasn't even broken a sweat. 11 minutes remaining in the game as we enter the final minute of the third quarter. Oh, nice pass, Giddens. And this time Oda predictably trying to score like we did the last time, and Rossiter was waiting and swatted the basketball. Cobbs going to work. 3-point shot, well short, but again, another rebound. And that's really an area where Oda has to improve as a player if he's going to make an impact in this team. And the ball goes off of Rossiter and out of bounds. Rossiter definitely touched that ball. So coming into the game, ALVARK Tokyo, or excuse me, coming into the game for ALVARK Tokyo, number 21, Hiraiwa. Yamauchi missing, and that's how the third quarter finishes. Well, it has definitely been a convincing display for ALVARK Tokyo. They are on top 67-41 over NEOPHOENIX. 10 minutes remaining. Well, that was a lob to Kirk, who again just pretty much doing anything he wants out there today. Fujinaga out of the game. Well, there were 4 players on this San roster. They had an overhaul after last season. 4 players still in the team from last season: 30 Ravena, Yamauchi, Ryoto Hanzawa, and Atsuya Ota, who we've seen a lot of today. So it has been the fact that they've had the start that they have on the season has been good, but they have to be able to sustain it. And it looks like today they're going to take a defeat unless they have some miracle comeback here against the ALVARK Tokyo. Cobb's missing. Baranski knocks it out. You really feel like Shuto Ando's contributions in that first half really were decisive. Baranski almost pushed off. He got the foul there. Hits back in the game with the 4 fouls. Oh no, excuse me, he's not. So Giddens still out. Here's Seiss backing up and the foul called. Now he has 4 fouls as well. And it's going to leave him in the game. Oh, the rejection from Giddens. Get it out of here, he says. Baranski misses. And the putback, and Giddens comes down with the basketball. Very nice from Giddens. And then 30 Ravena turns it over. Shuto Ando knocked away. Yamauchi into the middle of the court and a chance to break. But I have to slow it up as Uriah gets back on defense. Uriah with the foul. Look at this. Well, that's the block of the game right there. I don't think Seiss had any idea this was coming. Wow. That was a get that shot out of here play. Usually you see somebody like Seiss doing that. But the only thing that matters is the score, and right now it is decisively in favor of ALVARK Tokyo. Baranski knocks it away, and shot clock violation. And again, the quality of the reserves, the guys coming off the bench for ALVARK Tokyo is just, you feel like it's a decided advantage for them. And about outside to Seiss, who, boy, missed that one badly. And the dump. Giddens back outside. Remember, Giddens has the 4 fouls. Shot clock down to 5. 3-point attempt. Good! Sasaki hits the 3 to get it back to a 23-point deficit. 7.5 minutes remaining. Shuto Ando right down the lane and scores. Now Giddens turns. He traveled.
トラベンバレーション。アルバルク選手の交代です。75番、おさかびが入ります。
Osakabe. Here's Fujinaga. Back to Osakabe. Travels.
トラベンバレーション、3円ボールに変わります。
Osakabe with, strangely, just 2 points today and 3 assists. 1 of 5 from the floor. Looked like he was going to have had a good start to the game, but hasn't really done that much.
3円選手の交代です。29番、細川和樹が入ります。東京選手の交代、24番、田中が入ります。
Sasaki out. Osakawa back into the game, number 29. 6.5 minutes remaining. And just kind of cruising towards the inevitable conclusion. Here is Fujinaga for 3. Left-handed, going in and scoring. Good play by Hosokawa. So the foul has been called. Foul on 30, Ravena. So the turnover gives it back over to NEOPHOENIX. Well, tough afternoon for NEOPHOENIX. And there's the pass to the corner, and the attempt not there. Giddens gets it back. Looked almost like Alex Kirk getting that one, but then put up a crazy shot. And another great hustle from Size. And leading to a timeout. Size flirting with a technical, and to be honest, it wouldn't matter, leading 74-46. These two teams are going to do it again tomorrow, so that was a great. I'll tell you, Fujinaga has distinguished himself with his lobs, hasn't he? He's done it a couple of nice lobs today with both hands. But yeah, these two teams are going to do it again tomorrow, and San Ann are going to have to figure things out quickly here. It's a quick turnaround. Even with that big lead, the competitive juices are flowing for Sice. You can see wanting to come out and get it going. His teammates telling him, it's okay, calm down. We got you. So the foul trouble, 4 fouls for Hicks. He comes back in the game. Giddens has 4.
タイムアウト明け3ボールからの再開です。
And Kanemaru on the left and Collingsworth on the right, just having to sit this one out. And you know that's had an impact on this game. Without them and Nathan. Ota. Well, how in the world did he not turn it over? Shot clock about to expire. Hosokawa missing. Well, it probably will go down for ALVARK Tokyo as one of their easiest wins of the season. The way they have gone about their business today, they have just really looked like they've never had to get out of third gear in the whole game. So timeout, and again, these two teams will do it again tomorrow. So a lot of adjustments are going to have to be made for Ono and Sanin. A busy day in the B League as usual on the weekend. Lots of action going on, and ALVARK Tokyo, I would suggest, even though it's against NEOPHOENIX, kind of flashing their title aspirations today, their title credentials. You know, they're definitely going to be in the mix for the championship, for the trophy at the end of the season. You know, this is a team that is not built to just make up the numbers. This is a team that has been built to win, and they have shown it today. But much tougher opponents, much tougher foes they'll have to go up against than what they've encountered today, that's for sure. Nice runner! Sasaki's been a bright spot. Done some good work today for Sanin. He's continued to battle. Here's Osakabe. And Hicks not able to rebound the miss, but they get the basketball back anyway. Now Hicks needs to get rid of it. Here he does. 3-point shot. Oh, he's fouled! I was wondering when that was going to happen. Usually you see a 4-point play once a game, and, well, why not let it be for Sanin? They could take anything. They'll take anything they could get with Hanzawa. Now going to the line. It's not going to change the outcome of the game, but it will certainly make the score look a little more respectable. Now he needs to go out and make the free throw. So that was a thrill for the fans. 74-52 now. ALVARK Tokyo leading Sanin. Sanin actually outscoring the visitors in this fourth quarter. Into the corner, Shuto Ando. Twice off the rim, and Hicks with another rebound. Looks to take it all the way, and the reach and the foul. Hiraiwa with the foul. Well, you got to play 40 minutes, and all 40 minutes. And Alvaro Tokyo definitely have taken their foot off the pedal a little bit here, allowing this San-In team to make this score look a lot more respectable. I mean, this has been a emphatic win today for the visitors. Isaiah Hicks gets in, scores, takes it back to a 20-point deficit. He's got 9 points. Hicks going for the steal. Fujinaga. You don't want to foul him late in the shot clock now. Osakabe for 3. And 3-pointer's good. It's back to a 17-point deficit. So Hosokawa has certainly made an impact from deep tonight. Fujinaga back to Kirk. Nope, they were ready for it. They knock it away, and a chance on the break here. And Osakabe reaches in and commits the foul. 2 free throws coming for Hanzawa. Well, it could be that we end up with a score that is very misleading in terms of how decisive this win has been, but you can't blame San-In. You got to keep playing, try to get a feel-good factor, try to get some good vibes going here before you go back out on the court and play again tomorrow. And Hanzawa certainly is going to be one of those players because he's had the 4-point play. He only came in averaging 2.3 points per game and almost 15 minutes per game. So he makes the 2 free throws, and it's now down to a 15-point deficit. Well, I guess the saying is be thankful for small mercies. And Yamauchi is guarding Fujinaga again. Drives in, misses, they stay with it, and how about that? Hiraiwa goes up. Good play by him, scoring with the putback. Hicks, will it be a second 3? No, it will not. Hicks has 9 points, 10 rebounds. Final minute and a half being played out in front of us here. Bounce pass, Kirk into Hiraiwa. Hicks with another rebound. Hanzawa for 3! Well, maybe he will have that extra jolt of confidence tomorrow. He's got the deficit down to 14 points. But again, the ALVARK Tokyo team has been so decisive today. They've led by as many as 28 points. As Yamauchi goes out. We see Takahashi come back in. He's played well in his limited minutes. Bounce pass. Oh boy, Hiraiwa misses. Look at that. Kirk is he's decided he's had enough. He's gonna go in and say, hey, you know what? We're not gonna let this big lead erode anymore. And now kind of a bad shot, and if they've called that foul on Hicks, he's gone. So Hicks checks out of the game. In fact, he's out of the game. He fouls out of the game. He's got the 9 points, but only 4 of 12 from the floor and 3 of 9 inside the arc. Giddens comes back in with the 4 fouls. A lot of things San Phoenix are going to have to improve on. NEOPHOENIX are going to have to improve on if they are going to be more competitive tomorrow. I think they've given away a lot of second chance points. 14 of those, and you know, a lot of that comes from just failure to rebound the basketball. And it's easier said than done, you know, winning those rebounds against players like Kirk and Seiss. You know, those are two guys that really do get after it on the boards, but they have to really knuckle down. There's Hanzawa again, a three-pointer. Well, if there has been a bright spot in an otherwise very gloomy day for this San Phoenix team, it has been that man right there, Hanzawa, coming out and stroking the three-point shot. It's his third 3 of the game, and don't forget he had the 4-point play. He's got 12 points. Now they pass it. 3-point shot off. And there'll be 3.6 seconds remaining for San Phoenix to try to get even one more basket just to make the score look far more deceiving. And they're not even going to try. So it's going to end up being a 79-65 win for ALVARK Tokyo over San Phoenix. They win it comprehensively here. And Kirk says, hey, we'll see you guys tomorrow. 79-65. ALVARK Tokyo win it over San NEOPHOENIX. Well, it is the quarter-by-quarter scoring. You could see the 24-12 advantage for San in that fourth quarter made that scoreline look a lot more respectable, but it was a beatdown. I mean, there's no question about it. A lot of it, ALVARK Tokyo just, again, never felt like they really had to get out of third gear today with Cobbs, Kirk, Seiss, all just kind of getting it done, and then Shuto Ando coming right in and making a ton of big shots. So Hicks and his teammates back to the drawing board, and ALVARK Tokyo saying thank you to the traveling fans that came. It'll be interesting to see what the team will be tomorrow for Coach Ono. So they're going to line up. Tanaka played well today. Rossiter played well today. I can't honestly say that anybody played poorly for ALVARK Tokyo. Baranski played well off the bench. Fujinaga, he did have that unfortunate, unsportsmanlike foul. He had 5 points, 4 assists. Hiraiwa even came in and did well. So words now from Coach Ono. So this is Coach Adamitis.
終始リードする展開でしたが、試合どう振り返りますか？
それでは最後にキャプテンの堀澤選手に締めの挨拶をお願いしたいと思います。
I think good intensity of most of the game, especially from the defensive side. So we need to repeat that tomorrow, and we need to keep very good concentration on our transition defense, because you saw what and then happened. They're really dangerous on this part with the 3 points, buckets, because they have players for that.
はい、まず今日、試合通してですけど非常に強度の高い、インテンシティの高い、ゲームができたと思います。特にディフェンス面で、3エンド目の、特に、やりたいこと、トランジション、ファーストブレイクからの得点、それとスリーポイントをしっかりと抑えることができたので、明日も連勝するには、この2つがキーポイントだと思いますので、継続してから、今日以上のプレーをして、戦っていきたいと思います。
インサイドでの得点も多かったですが、そのあたりはどう振り返りますか？
それではこれより選手、スタッフがですね、ポートに支給します。
I think we need to have much better execution in some plays when we play inside. But generally we was attacking with the ball, with the dribble, very good Payne, and offensively on the glass, guys that was making like really good job.
そうですね、今日の試合やはり、ペイント内での得点もかなりあったと思いますけども、もう少しオフェンス面で、息の合ったプレー、遂行力が、求められます、ドライブでペイントをアタックする、それとオフェンスリバウンドにも絡みましたので、この2つのポイントとしましては今日はいい仕事ができたと感じております。
明日も頑張ってください。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
So the words from Danius Adamitis, the coach of the winning team today, ALVARK Tokyo. I think overall, the big message to get out of that is that, hey, you know, if we ease up a little bit like we did in that fourth quarter, they've got the three-point shooters that can come back. Here's Shuto Ando.
I mean, obviously, I think my favorite one was from Aki, who threw the lob, and I was able to dunk it home. Yeah, that was really fun, and I haven't been able to do that in a while. So, yeah, just teammates made a lot of really good passes to me tonight.
はい、今日の試合に関しましてはやはり、チームメートが、私にとっていいパスを、くれた結果このような形で点数が重なったと思います。特に、一番良かったなと思ったプレーが藤永選手からのアリウープパス、これでロブダンクを決めたことが非常に良かったと思います。ここ数試合、今シーズンなかなか、自分の今みたいなアリウープのプレーが生まれなかったので今日は、久しぶりに、藤永さんからのいいパスで決めることができました。
今シーズンこの先どのようなプレーをしていきたいですか？
Yeah, I just want to be effective. I mean, I just want to have an opportunity and good opportunity to help the team win. And it's a good feeling when you get lots of opportunities and your teammates give you really good passes and stuff, and you're able to score to help the team win. And yeah, I mean, I just thought we were really effective tonight and getting the ball in the paint and scoring.
はい、やはり効率のいいプレーで、チームに貢献したいと思います。得点、それとペイント内、ここでしっかりと自分の仕事をできるように、今後も取り組んでいきたいと思いますので、応援よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございます。
インタビューは以上です。放送席どうぞ。
So that was the words from Alex Kirk. And again, we heard from Ono, who felt like they had a lot of good points today, but some bad points. So they need to improve on it. And he was happy that he was able to shoot better than he had in the previous game. Shuto Ando actually averaging 8 points, 1.2 rebounds, 1.2 assists. He had 14 points today. And again, he had that great start to the game. When he came into the game, he made all 3 of his 3-pointers. He was 3 of 3 from deep at halftime. And it was his shots that he made that came at the time when the team was really kind of establishing itself as the team to beat today. There just wasn't the offensive flow wasn't there today for this San Am team, and defensively just a little slow reacting, as well as on the boards, not really boxing out. Well, they were boxing out, but not boxing out and getting the basketball. I mean, there were countless times when Sice or Kirk were able to rebound the basketball, even though they were out of position. So, and then you had the foul issues, and you could see the struggles from Hicks and Giddens, Ota as well. Just not at the same level as the bigs that they went up against today. Yamauchi came in, contributed some. I think if there's anything to build on, if you're San and Phoenix, the playoff, Sasaki was good today, 16 points. Had a couple of threes. You know, he looked like he was solid. Hanzawa, the way he played in the fourth quarter especially, came in, finished with 12 points. He made 3 of 5 from deep. So those two guys were 5 of 11 from three-point range. And you know that Hicks is really more of a player that can get you rebounds, give you a little bit of rim protection, and get his offense, you know, if you set him up to score. But I think expecting him to be able to create off the dribble, it's not his strength. 30 Ravena just has to play better. It's simple. You know, he's going to play 24 and a half minutes and miss all 6 of his shots from the floor and score 1 point. He did have 4 assists and 5 rebounds, and we saw flashes where he was good today, but he's got to do much better today. He's got to bring something. Hosokawa brought some nice shooting today. I mean, overall just 5 of 12, but he did make 3 threes. And again, Yamauchi coming off the bench, Giddens as well. That period of adjustment, but Kirk, I think he was he was being very careful just to make sure he thanked his teammates today for giving him those great passes. But I mean, he is a big-time player. He is just perfect for this league. 17 points today, 9 rebounds in 21 minutes, 39 seconds. That is a good return for him. He's not causing any issues in the foul department. Tanaka, I thought, was outstanding today, especially, I think it was in that third quarter. Also early, Justin Cobb's really smooth, 10 points, 2 rebounds, and assists. And Rossiter, of course, brought that ferocity and just all-around game that he has in the early goings. It just kind of helped pave the way for the big win. And again, you look at the bench, and the bench is just superior for ALVARK Tokyo. You've got guys on the bench that could easily be starting. You had Ando, Baranski, Sice, Hiraiwa. Disappointed. I don't know why Yoshi did not play today, because he had a great summer with Japan's national team. I know that was an issue even last season, and the feedback that I got speaking to the Japan coach, Tom Hovas, is like, this guy's not playing many minutes, and he's good. So you would hope that Yoshi would start to get some more minutes. But I guess also the reality is that he has a lot of good teammates, and it's very competitive out there. So to get those minutes, they're not just going to be free. Baranski came out today, played solid minutes off the bench. Size, again, didn't have a great shooting day, and I think that's why we saw the frustration for him at the end. That was the block of the game right there from Giddens. So Size a little frustrated on the offensive end, just 2 of 9 from the floor. He did have 9 rebounds. But Fujinaga kind of putting that unsportsmanlike foul behind him, going out and playing in the second half, hitting the three-pointer. And again, Hanzawa fouled, getting the 4-point play. And that was good work from Hiraiwa. So the fans exit, and the majority of them will be hoping it's a different result tomorrow, but shooting much better inside the arc, 53.7%. Sanin NEOPHOENIX actually made more threes today, but 14 of 18 at the free throw line for ALVARK Tokyo. And the rebounding as well, 40 rebounds for the visitors to 34 for NEOPHOENIX. And again, those second chance points were a big difference today, as well as points in the paint. 42 points in the paint for ALVARK Tokyo, just 18 points in the paint for NEOPHOENIX. NEOPHOENIX. 15 turnovers for NEOPHOENIX. That's not a department you want to lead in. And 13 turnovers for ALVARK Tokyo. So the mascot, good work today. The visiting mascot today sits down. And again, that just illustrates where 30 Ravenna was just not as productive today as he needs to be. If this team's going to have any chance of winning Justin Cobbs, I mean, it's probably not fair to throw it all on 30 because he's, it's an all-round team for ALVARK Tokyo. I think that's clearly better, but 30 Ravenna, I think, has the capacity to play a lot better than he did today. So you look back at the numbers, and Sasaki had 16 points to lead the way for NEOPHOENIX. And there was 13 for Hosokawa, and Hanzawa had 12. 17 for Kirk, 14 for Ando, and 10 for Cobbs. And for NEOPHOENIX, you had, again, the 16 and the 17 respectively. Kirk leading all scores. 16 for Sasaki. Hicks had 11 rebounds, 9 rebounds for Sice. And you look at the schedule, the game twos. So this game in the bottom left there, 3:05 start, local time. And again, a lot of the fun as some of the kids come out to get their photos taken with the mascots and the cheerleaders. And this will be a day that they won't soon forget. And of course, maybe, just maybe, we'll see some of these players out there competing one day in the professional ranks. Certainly does capture the imagination. So the B.LEAGUE game is over, and ALVARK Tokyo have won it 79-65 over NEOPHOENIX. Thanks for watching, everybody.